All right, folks. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's get started. I apologize first of all because I looks like I forgot to, or someone forgot to publish this to schedule this broadcast for today. So I just set it up a couple about a minute or two ago. So sorry about that. But anyway, show must go on. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening today. All right, so for today, Thursday, January 23rd, we have the following information. Um, at 11 a.m. Eastern, President Trump will be speaking. I'm not sure what that speech is going to be about. Let's see. Due to speak at the World Economic Forum annual meetings. Oh, okay. All right. So obviously, there's going to be a lot said during that meeting, and I'm pretty sure President Trump will say some things that could affect the market. So we'll see. Earlier this morning, we had unemployment claims, which actually came in exactly as expected at 223,000. Expectation was 221,000. Um, so when I say exactly, not precisely, but um, close enough. No other economic data today, so at 11 a.m., we'll just keep an eye out for the impact of President Trump's statements, and then we'll go from there. All right, so moving on, let's take a look at what the QQQ is doing. All right, so the QQQ ETF, yesterday was generally bullish. We did go up. Nothing really impressive, but it did go up yesterday. And right now we are gapping lower. So we're basically looking like the market's going to open close to where it opened yesterday. So dropped down, of course, from the previous session's close, but still up. Um, and let's take a look at the stocks that are moving in a pre-market. Since we did not find any successful opportunities yesterday, we looked at three stocks: Qualcomm, LRCX, and AMAT, and none of those worked out. LRCX did eventually go up to where we want it, but it pulled back during the move up, which stopped us out. And then when it reset us up again, there wasn't the right rewards to risk, so we passed on that opportunity. All right, so looking at the pre-market, here's what I have so far. I have ALXO. Okay, ALXO is currently down 17.22% on 1.6 million shares. It's trading at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. The symbol is ALXO. All right. Next up, we got ASST. Sorry, ASST. That is presently at down 7.35% on 10.6 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ASST. Next up, we have ASTS, and that is presently down 15% on 3 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can add that to our pre-market watch list. Again, the symbol is ASTS. All right. Next up is BNZI, which is presently only down 1.82%, so not enough movement for us. We need at least a 6% price change. Could be positive or negative, so we'll pass on that. Next up, we'll check out DGNX. DGNX currently is up 80%, 90%, sorry, on 2.6 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. All looks good, so we'll go ahead and add that, DGNX, to our pre-market watch list. Next up is DXST. That presently is up about 41% on 5.8 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So we can definitely add that to our pre-market watch list. Next up is HKPD. That presently is up just over 7%, trading 4.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that, HKPD, to the pre-market watch list. Next up is KOPN. That's presently up 25% on about 28 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So we can go ahead and add that, KOPN, to our pre-market list. Next up, we'll check out LAES. Okay, that's only down 1.34%, so we'll pass on that. We'll check LITM. That is currently up 10.6% on about 3.4 million shares at least $1 per share. That definitely qualifies, so LITM is now added to our list. Next up is MCTR. That is presently, MCTR. That is presently up 17.78% on 2.3 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list, MCTR. Next up is NVIDIA, NVDA. Just want to check, but yeah, it's not moved enough, only 1.6%, but that's a significant move for NVIDIA, but not enough, and that means NVDL wouldn't have moved enough either because it would be double the percentage, so 3.17%, so that wouldn't pass either, so pass on that. Let's see, Plug Power. No, that hasn't moved enough, so pass on that. QUBT, nope, wrong one. RGTI, let's see. RGTI is currently down about 5.5%, so that's not enough movement, so we'll have to pass on that. Next up is VIGL, which is currently up about 18% on 13.6 million shares. Well, now 16.7%, so it's moving, but it's up more than 6%, that's for sure, and it's trading above $1 per share. We'll go ahead and add that, VIGL. Very choppy, however, so not looking like it's going to be a good opportunity. Next up is VRME, which is currently up 6.25% on about 1.7 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. We'll go ahead and add that, VRME, to the pre-market watch list. All right, so that's about it there. So if you folks see any other stocks that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. Four criteria are: it must be a NASDAQ listed stock, and in this current pre-market session, we must have achieved three things. It must have achieved at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, and must be trading at least $1 per share. So if you see any other stocks other than the ones that I mentioned, let me post them so you can see which ones they are. If you see any other stocks other than the ones that I've already mentioned, let me know in the chat, and then we can go ahead and take a look at them. All right. So we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's session, folks. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 4 likes, more than 4 people watching, so please make sure to hit that like video which greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. If anyone's watching this video on a replay, if you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. There will be a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 20 minutes. We'll pick up for today's session. Other than that, folks, have a great trading session. I'll see you for tomorrow's Premarket Pulse. Sorry for the inconvenience of not having this scheduled as of yesterday. And we'll go from there, okay? All right, thanks, folks. Take care.